In this video, we're going to talk about editing your navigation menus. So that would be editing your menu here that sends to categories or other pages. And also some people have that in their footer as well. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what menu you have in each location. So I'm going to do the header menu. So I want to go to the site designer, which is design options, then site designer, or appearance, then snow design options, then site designer. And then I'm going to hover over my menu content block and click this gear to open up its settings. Here at the top, it will show me which menu is currently displaying in that area. So I know that I need to edit my main navigation menu. Then we need to go to the navigation menu area. There's again 2 ways to get there. You can hover over Snow Dashboard and then click Edit Navigation Menus, or you can go to Appearance Menus. This will take you to the Edit Navigation Menu area. The next thing we want to do is make sure that our menu that we just saw was showing on our header is the one we're editing. So right now mine says Mobile App Menu. That's not the one I want. So I need to click this drop down, hit Main Navigation, and then select. Now you'll see that I'm editing my main navigation menu. On the left side here is where you're gonna choose the things you want to add. Most often people want to add categories to their menu. And so you want to make sure that you're clicking categories box here instead of pages or any of the other links if you want to add a category. Then you can go ahead and choose which categories you want to add. So it has your most used, view all, or you can search for one if you can't find it in either of those menus. So I'm going to choose, let's see, I'm going to add my podcast category and video. You can choose one, you can check multiple. You just want to check all the ones you need to add, and then I'm going to click Add to Menu. This adds those categories to the bottom of the menu. So then I can just click and drag them to where I want them to appear in the menu. I'll leave video there. If I want to make it a sub item, I just need to click and drag it a little so it's indented. And then you see this sub item. This will make it a part of a drop-down menu underneath the item above it. So if I click save menu here, if I'm happy with it, and then go back to my site, I'll now see that podcast is a sub item of features. And then I see that video that I added there as well. Some other things to look at. The first one is where you would add a page. So a page is something you created in this pages tab. It's a static page. It's not a category. So you can, again, most recent, view all, or search for those pages. Some common things are that staff page, which is probably already on your menu, but if you need to re-add it, again, any of those static pages you've created, you can add under the pages category. Then you can add individual stories and search for those as well. You can add flip books. You can add a custom link. So if you add a custom link, it's want this label to link to a specific URL that could be outside of your website or it could be in your website. These custom link items will not work in the app. You can't have custom links in the app, but they will work on your website. And so let's say I want to add our support page to my menu. I'm going to go ahead and copy that URL, and then I can paste that right in there. And then in link text, this is what I want it to be called. So I'm going to call it support page. And then again, you press add to menu. And I can move it wherever I'd like, indent it if I want, etc. You can also add these categories, which we talked about. That's going to link your category page, an ad group, or a contributor. Something else to know is if you want to change the label, for instance, I added this podcast category, but maybe I don't want it to be called podcast. So I can just click on it to open and then change the label so that it is called audio clips. So you can put whatever you want there. And then again, you would have to save. And if you go back and look on the site, now it's called audio clips, but if I click it, it's still going to that podcast category. You can see up here. The last thing to know about menus is how to delete a category or page, some item that you don't want on there. So I've decided I don't want my video category on here anymore. So I'm going to click this arrow to open this up, and then I simply just press the red remove. Again, I need to save that menu. And then if I go back to my site, I don't see that video category on there anymore. So that's how you edit your navigation menus. Again, the most important thing is that you're editing the correct menu. You do have to press the select button. The most common mistake we have people doing is they want to add a category, but they accidentally add a page. So just make sure that if you are adding categories, you do it from this category box. And if you are adding one of those static pages that you've created in this page area, that you add it from this page box. That is how you do menus.